even though the Republican Party, of which Marjorie Taylor Greene is of course a part of, even though they won a clean sweep of the federal government earlier this month, Greene is still out there calling for a national divorce. Now, for the last 4 years that Marjorie Taylor Greene has been in office, because believe it or not, she's only been in office for 4 years. I know it seems like an eternity, but it's only been 4 years of this nut job. But either way, the whole 4 years she's been in office, President Biden has been the president. Democrats have maintained control of the Senate. They had control of the House for 2 years. And all through that time, Greene was out there calling every now and then for a national divorce. We got to separate the blue states and the red states. We each become our own countries. And now, even with Republicans winning a clean sweep in November, she is still out there saying we should divide the country. Because this time she actually has a reason. Because Democratic governors, she says, are committing treason. So what is this treason she is accusing them of? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's literally following the Constitution. Let me read you what Greene wrote this week. I'm still in favor of a national divorce if need be. If Democrat governors plan to commit treason against our president and the majority of Americans, then let them destroy their own states. So what is this treason, right? Well, as I said, it's what the Constitution says. Basically, what you have right now is you have a coalition of blue states, California, Illinois, several other states that are kind of banding together and saying, what can we do to protect, our own state from any of the horrible policies of Donald Trump? Maybe that's enact legislation so that we can get that on the books before he can enact federal legislation, and our legislation would supersede the federal, which again is granted to the states in the Constitution. That's in the Bill of Rights, for God's sakes. And I thought Republicans, by the way, were the party of states' rights. Here we have blue states trying to exercise their states' rights, and Marjorie Taylor Greene now says that's treason to do what the Constitution says you can do. But she went even further, and this is where she really steps in it. No one will want to live there, talking about blue states. And after years of being attacked by the deranged left, most of us are so sick of their crap. No one will want to live in those blue states, she says. Here's the thing. I have talked about Marjorie Taylor Greene's calls for national divorce multiple times. And first thing I'll point out is just because you couldn't fix your marriage doesn't mean that we can't fix the country. Just because you're getting a divorce doesn't mean the country has to as well. But secondly, and more importantly, the blue states have all the money. You seem to forget that, you dumbass. Yeah, where are the financial centers in this country, right? New York City, Chicago, Los Angeles, San Francisco. A lot of the revenue, the capital, is in the blue states. Now, does that mean that if we were to separate the country into blue states and red states, that, everybody would be fine in the blue states? Absolutely not. Because most of the agriculture, of course, is based in the red states. The food production that we need to live. But y'all wouldn't have the money. You would just have resources, but no capital. And the blue states would have a lot of capital, but very few resources. So, yeah, we could probably survive, but the blue states would have all of the power over you. So it's a really stupid idea, Marge, once you learn, where the centers of financial stability are in this country. A national divorce is stupid. The country, the red states need the blue states need the red states. We all need each other. But it's people like Marjorie Taylor Greene that continue to push division, telling us that we can't even be a part of the same country anymore, and that's wrong. We can have political disagreements. We can be unhappy about an administration. But at the end of the day, we all have to live together. We have to find a way to be able to do that again peacefully. But Marjorie Taylor Greene clearly doesn't want us to figure out how to do that. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.